Okay, this is one of my clients, Miss Deborah Millhouse. Hi, how you doing?
Hi. Glad to be here.
I am with her because she just told me this amazing story about her experience this year. She suffered. Well, why don't you tell the story in a nutshell?
Okay. It happened in March. I had got really tired. I was tired all the time, and things that I used to could do, I couldn't do it no longer. So I called up my doctor and I told my doctor, because I was thinking it was my heart. And so she set up the appointment for me, and then I met her the following week. I went in and she did an EKG on me, and after she did the EKG, she came back and she said, well, Deborah, it's not your heart. She said, I'm going to do lab work on you, and I'm going to get right back with you. And I said, okay. And then that evening, around about 11:30 that night, my cell phone was ringing, my house phone was ringing, it was just blowing up. And I thought it was something, I thought maybe my mom was sick. And that's when I got this call that they called me, and they said to me, the guy named Larry, he said, I just got through with your lab work. I need you to get to UCLA Santa Monica right now.
And this is 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
11:30 at night.
Yes,
and
11:30.
You live in West Los Angeles.
Yes,
and they wanted you to be in the hospital that particular night.
Right.
Then, to do
Right.
more lab works, to test
Right.
you out, and to inform you that they found what?
That when they did all the tests and stuff like that, they found out that I had colon cancer.
Okay. And so immediately you were admitted to the hospital.
Yes.
And of course you're freaking out. Your son's freaking out. Everybody's freaking
Yeah.
out. And you're like, I can't believe this is happening.
Right.
And you had no physical symptoms.
No, none at all.
You were feeling fine. You just said you just
feeling fine. I was just tired. I was just tired
and short out of breath.
But yeah, and like I said, I thought I was having heart problems. That's why I went into the hospital.
The reason why I wanted to videotape you and get your permission is because a lot of people don't feel that they need these extra insurances in place, like a cancer plan, disability, accident policy. If you can explain how Colonial was able to help you and take care of what was important at that time in terms of your surgery, your inpatient stays, your disability. How was Colonial able to help you?
Colonial was excellent. I have to say, I had the cancer policy, I had the disability policy, I had the hospitalization, and all of it came into play for me, and I did not have to worry about my bills because like 6 months before that, I had used up all my sick time at work. And so I was down to my 50% of my sick time. And if it wasn't for Colonial, I could have lost my home.
Oh my gosh.
And that is the truth. So to me, it was very important to get this plan and whatever, I'm not being paid for this, but I'm happy that I did, because I know as a single woman, I had no other income coming in, and I did have relatives that did have cancer, and that's why I chose to have that plan, and I also chose to have hospitalization because you never know, anything could happen, and you need that. If you're laid up in the hospital, you still have to pay your mortgage.
Okay. Just because you're sick and hurt doesn't mean the bills stop coming. They actually come more because you have co-payments and prescriptions and other things to pay for that are out of pocket. And so when you have these supplemental plans in place, it actually affords you to take care of these out-of-pocket expenses that were not expected. I'm glad you're here with us. You look amazing.
I am so glad.
You look amazing.
It's a good day every day.
Yes, it is.
It's a
and
good
I'm so
day.
glad you're here to share this with me. And I'm so glad to be your agent and helping you along this.
So glad
I'm very blessed.
Oh,
I'm very happy that you're here with us.
I am too.
Thank you for the information and videotaping.
You are welcome.